Hello. I thought I'd take a couple of minutes to kind of be in the course with you and take a look at this chapter 2. I did go through your discussions. It looks like some of you are catching up still to chapter 2, and that's okay. Try to head into that at some point pretty soon. As you're going through the kind of this meta cognitive exercise of looking at what you've done here at CCGA and contemplating, some of you are feeling more comfortable and some of you are feeling a little bit less comfortable in terms of what this book is doing for you. But I think when you start to look it over, it can seem like a beginning of your journey or the end, but in some ways they're the same thing, right? You're starting to think back at your experience, kind of forces you to think as when you started. The stuff on transcripts, I'll give you my opinion here. There's all these different types of transcripts, and it certainly is going to engage you in a thoughtful process with what your transcript looks like. I don't think that graduate schools, other than graduate schools, will look too closely at your transcript. I don't think it has to be a literal reading that your transcript is something that would be held in front of an employer. It is held in front of a graduate school, and we've designed, I think I mentioned this already, but your psych degree was designed to make you very eclectic just by the nature of the required classes that you take. So you're presenting yourself always as somebody who's had a broad scope and variety of classes. How you want to present something like a transcript, of course, is through your resume, and you're working on your resume as part of your requirements for this class. So that will be something that you will be engaging in. So you could perhaps be, putting a running list of your classes into different categories that you could bunch together to be supportive of a particular job that you're going to go get in the future. So I got a nice email from Nina. Hello, Nina. And she was asking a little bit about, how do you translate what we've done here into something that can be put forth? And I certainly think you have to demonstrate and justify what you've done here as being a good base for a job. Sometimes that's easy. You say, well, I have these statistical skills. This job has statistical skill. Here are the classes I took that gave me this information. And sort of get yourself versed into discussing the materials that you've done with an employer. The other part of this chapter kind of looks at APA writing styles, which I'm sure that you've been, exposed to. I also know that you've looked at this probably a million times at this point, but the OWL APA, I know that's off your screen a little bit. I don't know how to, hold on. Yeah, OWL Purdue APA. So you can go in here if you're trying to get your APA style kind of under control. I use this when I'm writing a paper to submit for publication. I don't memorize all these things. That would be absolutely too time consuming. Never memorize anything you can look up is my motto. And I don't think that's a bad tip for yourself. So here you have the APA OWL guide, and it tells you, you've seen this stuff before, but how to do everything that you need to do. Sometimes I don't know how to do some really tricky things like, a chapter that's been edited by somebody else that's in an edited book. That's really confusing. So hopefully you don't have to do too many of those. You're looking at test-taking skills, and I know that you're probably reflecting and thinking back, well, I've already kind of done this type of work before. So it's okay to kind of be metacognitive. What did you learn about the style of the way that you take tests? I got an email from somebody today saying they were taking a course and they felt uncomfortable with it because it was more discipline than it was learning. And I thought that was interesting. More discipline than learning. Some people respond very well to sort of courses that have a lot of discipline in them. This is where I went to school, and I have to tell you that the classes I took at Columbia University, I was at Teachers College, but I worked at Columbia as a TA, and the classes there were not discipline related. Columbia University classes that I took were more about learning. And let me see if I can get Teachers College here. The PhD programs for developmental psych are in Teachers College, and all the clinical psych, counseling psych, every part of psychology at Columbia University is at TC, and not across the street, as we say. Across the street is the programs in experimental psychology. At any rate, I'm just looking through here to see if any of my professors are on this front page. So if you're looking at this material here, since we're here, we might as well look up my advisor. This is my TC advisor. And let's see here if we can kind of look him up. Here's, I don't know if he has his own website or not. Looks like he just has his contact information. Box 33. That's been there since I was there, his box number. All right. So I'm trying to just be encouraging here as you start to get ready to do more of this meta-analysis. Try not to fight too much this textbook. Really use it. Think about how you learn. What is my learning style? What is my take-home message? What sort of commentary does my transcript say to the world as I move forward? If no one's asking for my transcript, how am I boxing it up and tying a bow on it so that it looks a particular way that I need it to look for jobs? All right, I hope everyone's doing good. Thank you for being in Capstone. I look forward to your work. Keep hammering away at this course. It's worth it. All right, thanks. Take care. Bye.